One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome everyone. This is Joe Danger, the host of the Business 901 podcast. With me today is Brandon Brown. He is an associate for the W3 Group and delivers tangible and sustainable continuous improvement results as a Toyota Kata coach and lean instructor. Well, I have to ask you because you bring up that, the sustainability part and the change part, and you usually get when you introduce lean, you get a certain percentage of people that really buy into it. Okay, they become lean advocates, they become lean champions within an organization. They love it. Okay,
right.
But there's a certain group saying, we'll just wait till this fizzles out. It's just another change initiative, and we'll hold our own, go with the flow, and it'll eventually die off like everything else. So, Kata have a way of helping that other section mesh that together somehow?
Yes, really at the basis, the Kata methodology and what Mike's uncovered at Toyota is the overall methodology of Kata, and what Toyota does so well is align the organization from the top management all the way through to the process owner with this particular process. From the beginnings of taking their value stream mapping, their KPIs, and their Hoshin plan, and forming out of that the first step of developing challenges. Everybody wants to strive toward and be a part of a winning team. So challenges are established at the very beginning of the process. And there's a slide or two that I could show you. One relates to how programs have failed. The other slide shows the Kata methodology of how cascading challenges can relate to the next level down in the organization.
Oh, you want me to try to share screens here a little bit?
Sure. Okay. So I think what a lean conclusion overall with Toyota Kata and how it's different than how we have implemented continuous improvement in the past is what Mike has summarized in his online handbook. It starts with the value stream map, but traditionally we were taught by either ex-Toyota consult that have become consultants or lean consultants 20 years ago, as the method is taking the value stream map, doing a starburst or starbursting the map for opportunities, and then having what's called the Kaizen Blitz, a 3 to 5 day event, as it shows here in red next to the Learning to See book. Usually a lean champion's put on to that. They get this list of 25 action items, and then we return to business as usual for the next few days, maybe the next 20 days here. And that lean champion then is able to get 4 or 5 of the 25 things done, and it's business as usual. He's pulled in different directions, but it comes a point in time about 30 days later, it's time to attack the next starburst and have the next Kaizen event. So we have another 3 to 5 day event, and as we progress past that, another action item list is generated. So now he has his original 20 items from the first event and another 20 to 25, but the rest of the process owners and the rest of the company goes on as business as usual, and most of the time the lean champion is pulled into business as usual. So what's at the heart of Toyota Kata is maybe a flaw in our way of understanding the Toyota production system. The Kaizen Blitz is a great tool, Joe. Don't get me wrong. It's a great tool for making rapid improvements, rearranging a layout, improving an area in a short amount of time. But if that's your only vehicle, then what Mike says and what we've concluded really at W3 is if we periodically conduct training events and only episodically or have these episodes of event-based improvement and the rest of the time it's business as usual, then according to neuroscience, what we are actually practicing is business as usual. And I've talked to groups, I've done this before in past deployment processes prior to learning the improvement Kata, coaching Kata method, and I talked to the people on the floor or the people that are actually practicing, and this almost becomes a calendar to them, almost like a holiday calendar, where there may be 8 to 10 events planned, and group in process A experiences an event on let's say St. Patrick's Day, and then again around Halloween. And the rest of the time, they're not focused on daily continuous improvement. So they see it as episodes or episodically driven. What we need to do is shift away from staff-led episodic improvements to we need to let middle managers make the shift and carve out a slice of their workday to daily focus on continuous improvement.
Instead of being event driven, is that you're better off having smaller obstacles and including that smaller obstacle into a daily ritual and trying to build from that. Am I paraphrasing that correctly?
Yes, and if I could also explain a little bit of the improvement kata methodology. The improvement kata has a pattern. We go through understanding the direction from those challenges that we've developed, then grasping the current condition that goes on in an operation or process area. We then envision the target condition that we want to achieve 1 week to 2 weeks out. How do we want the process to be operating in that short period of time frame as a target condition? We then attack the obstacles through the Deming cycle of PDCA toward that target condition. And so another way to look at it from an organizational standpoint is that the vision of the company is distant, far out. It's 50 plus years. Every company wants to be the best, greatest, highest customer satisfaction, no complaints. Our customers sing our praises. We have the best quality in our industry. You know, all those far out, far-reaching direction givers, the true north that puts us in alignment. From that, we develop the challenges that are facing the business in the next 6 months to maybe 2 years out. And as we go back then and look at the particular process area, we say, what is the current condition that the process is operating? Number 3, what is our next target condition 1 to 2 weeks out? And we identify the obstacles that are preventing us from reaching that particular target condition. And we only work on those obstacles that keep us from reaching the target condition. If 5S, which is a lean tool, is not directly helping us reach a target condition of meeting a customer demand or establishing a one piece flow, then we're not going to work on 5S. We're going to work on use those tools and those processes that specifically address those obstacles preventing us from reaching the target condition.
What's the best way for someone to contact you and learn more about Toyota Kata? Where would you point them?
I would point them, they can email me directly at brandon.brown@w3groupllc.com. They can go to our W3 website and meet all of our practitioners on there and make contact. There's a lot of resources, a lot of presentations, a lot of information that they can self-educate themselves a little bit more, a little bit further about that. But they can feel free to email me. My cell phone is usually always on. It's 479-856-1919. So I'm willing to take a call and discuss opportunities and where companies feel that their pain might be, where they might be able to improve.
Heck, he even took my call, so which I thank you very much. This podcast will be available on the Business 901 iTunes Store and the Business 901 website. So thanks everyone for listening.
Thanks, Joe.